After watching Descent with Dawson, the only thing I can really think of is the ending. I felt as though the beginning of the movie is really interesting. It's about a girl played by Rosario Dawson that she works hard in school. She's a little bit naive. She kind of is just a student, and then one thing leads to another night, and she gets raped. And I think that Rosario Dawson did do a great job of portraying the character and becoming a very introverted person and showing what causes really stressful emotional situations, like such a situation as being raped, and how someone can deal with that, and what goes on internally through watching it instead of really hearing it. It's kind of more of a visual experience about her and how she feels. The acting, though, it was all right. I mean, she displayed the character pretty well. I thought the story itself was good too. I think one of the main turning points for Rosario Dawson is when she's talking with the TA in the class, and this TA is talking to the students really like garbage, and she just stands up for them and holds her own, and that's where she starts to assert herself. But I think that's also the turning point where she starts to figure out she needs to assert herself in the wrong way, and that leads to the rape at the end of the film. And I think that rape was probably the most brutal thing I've ever seen on anything. I think it was way too long, it was way too intense, and it ruined the entire film because that's the only thing you can think of. And then the fact that it went so in depth with the male characters played by Marcus Patrick and Chad Faust, it just went too far, and the rest of the film was completely lost after watching that scene. And after sitting down with the director, I really didn't hear much because of the situation that happened in class, and we couldn't hear the director. I didn't hear anything really important that she said. She kind of just talked about how she knew Rosario, and they had this idea and they concocted it. But I think it was becoming too strong of a feminist message by including that rape scene so in depth at the end that the rest of the work is merely forgotten about.